Hello. Hi, Paula. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I have a fly friend that I've been trying to get rid of, and he's still here, so we'll just have to put up with him. How are you doing today, Paula? Looks like it's just you and me right now. That's okay. Good, good. And what are you working on right now? I'm actually working on um, some clay charm stitch markers, and I'll be showing those in just a few minutes. Hopefully we'll have some more company. And if you're watching this live, go ahead and say hi in the chat so that I know you're here. If you're watching this on replay, go ahead and leave a comment below the video, and feel free to answer the questions that I ask during this live stream. Also, if you wouldn't mind, give this video a thumbs up when you come in. That helps me greatly, and I really, really appreciate it. You frogged a knitted hat. Oh, that's a bummer. The whole thing. I wish I could knit. You all know I'm not a knitter. Too bad this live doesn't go both ways, right? That would be more like a Zoom call, I guess. So I'll show you what I've been working on. I've shown some of these before, but some of them are new and I'm not sure which is which. So I'll go ahead and show all of the ones that I have. This is actually the first clay charm that I made, the strawberry. Really cute little stitch marker. And then I have a potted plant and a bee. Whoop, wrong one. There we go. And then I have these two ladybugs. They're cute. Those make me giggle. And then these are new ones. These are more fall themed. I have a pumpkin and an acorn. Oh, thank you. Everybody seems to really like the bumblebee. Yeah, it is cute. Okay, so you frogged it yesterday because you didn't think it looked big enough. Then knit the rib and two patterns again and didn't like it. Oh my goodness. That's frustrating, but yeah, when you're knitting and crocheting, it seems like we're perfectionists. It's got to be right. It's got to look right, of course. And I know that you said good evening, and it's 1 p.m. here where I am in Southwest Missouri in the U.S. Where are you again, Paula? I forgot. So I think what I'll do is go ahead and ask the first question. Whoops. Okay, so 1900 in the UK, that would be 7 p.m., right? Yeah, 7 p.m. Well, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Let me go ahead and ask the first question. We'll have a little conversation. What is something that you are obsessed with? Something you're obsessed with. I'm obsessed with the vocal group Pentatonics. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they're an a cappella group that sound like an entire band, and they use only their voices, of course. They have 4 singers, and they have a beatboxer that does the percussion section of the band. And if you listen to them, they truly sound like instruments. They're amazing, and they sing pop songs and rock songs, and um, yeah, I've been obsessed with them for quite a while. I finally got to see them in concert in Orlando a couple years ago, and it was phenomenal. They're just as good live, of course, as they are on their recorded music. So, what are you obsessed with? Yes, that's one of their most popular. Mary, did you know? Yes. And yeah, wasn't it amazing? Yeah, definitely one of their most popular. Is there anything that you are obsessed with? Oh, this fly is going to drive us all nuts, isn't it? Oh, hi, Deneen. Welcome in. How are you doing today? You're feeding the daycare kids and listening. Hello from Saskatchewan, Canada. Recycling and reducing waste. Oh, that's great. We recycle too. Yes, definitely. And knitting and crocheting, of course. Of course, of course. And Deneen is working and larking. I'm going to go on to the second question. What did you do on your last vacation? We went to Branson, which is here in Missouri, and we got a cabin in the mountains. Um, it was beautiful there. Um, it overlooked a small river, and everything was made out of, like the bed was a log bed frame and headboard and that sort of thing. And had a fireplace and even had a jacuzzi in the room. I mean, you can't get any better than that. It was beautiful. It was a nice weekend. We just went for the weekend. Well, it looks like Nightbot is misbehaving again. Can everybody see that, or is it just me? What I'll do is put my Facebook group in the chat. Just give me just a minute. Almost there. Hey, Crystal, how are you doing? What are you up to today? I'm just putting my Facebook group in the chat because it looks like Nightbot is misbehaving again. I don't know why it doesn't like the Facebook URL, I guess. I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to, I actually have a fly that's chasing me around, so a little annoyed. It'll be okay. We'll just have to deal with them. Oh, a doily. So you're working with my, there we go. Oh, but not with crochet thread. Okay. Well, you have to let us know how that turns out. I was just showing off some of my new stitch markers that I made. Have these ladybugs. One's in flight and one's still here. And then the newest ones are my pumpkin, and the acorn. I had a lot of fun making those. So Crystal, can you see the Nightbot errors messages? I'm not sure what that's all about. It did that last time. Let me look on my phone. Yeah, that's coming up the same. Thank you. I had fun making them. Thank you. The question that we're on is, what did you do on your last vacation? Well, we'll just ignore the Nightbot for now. Yeah, there we go. We'll get rid of the Nightbot. You went to a casino. Oh, yeah? Did you win any money? There was a casino. There is a casino in St. Louis. I haven't been to it for a long time, but usually go in with just like $20 and I play the penny. Well, I don't know if they're penny slots or nickel slots or what they are, but play the real cheap slots and just play until my money runs out. It's at least a good 2 hours of good entertainment. So it's fun. Oh, well, I don't ever, I win money, but then I just end up spending it on more slot machines. So I really don't come home with any more money. I just expect the $20 to be gone. And then I'm not too disappointed because I had fun for a while. So I'm going to go on to the next question. And that is, what is the most annoying habit someone can have? For me, it's chewing or eating with your mouth open or making noise while you're eating. I know that there is a name for it, some sort of phobia or something. But oh my gosh, that's tough for me. I told my kids growing up, if I heard them eating, I would say, "You're doing it wrong." And they knew exactly what I was talking about. So, had fun. Yep, you put it right back into other machines. I think they expect you to do that. That's how they make their money. And Paula says, not saying please and thank you. Yeah, yeah, that's just rude. Crystal says, chewing loudly and sometimes my brother laughing. He laughs so much and so loud. Yes, when somebody's a really loud laugher, I just find it so obnoxious. Can't help it. Yeah. I knew somebody I used to be able to hear them from completely other side of the house. And it would at first, whenever because this is a person that lived with me for a little while, a couple of years. And when I first heard her laughing, I thought somebody was screaming or crying really, really loud. And I came running from the other side of the house. And I find out it's just because she's laughing. Oh, that was rough. That was rough to deal with. Life, right? Okay, I'm going to go on to the next question. Would you rather live in a cave or live in a treehouse? I think, surprisingly, I would live in a cave because in a cave, you can make a fire to keep warm. I always try to think practically. That's just how my mind works. And I don't think I would feel safe making a fire in a treehouse. Although the treehouse would have a much better view. I think I'd rather live in a cave. Uh, Crystal says, I'm like, what is so funny? And he's like, the happiest person I know, which could be a good thing. I agree. The person that I'm talking about was a very happy person. She's no longer with us, and I miss her. I really do. But boy, when she laughed. So, Crystal, you'd live in a treehouse. Why would you live in a treehouse, do you think? And Paula says, a cave. I don't like heights. Makes sense. I don't like heights either. Have you ever watched that? There's a show on that is all about, Treehouse Masters, I think is what it's called. And they build these elaborate houses that are built between like two or three huge trees, and they have stairs going up and all kinds of things. Oh, because you don't like all the critters on the ground. Yeah. I wonder. Oh, I guess there would be bats in a cave. I didn't think about that. I don't like bats. I had one get caught in my hair once. Oh, that's when I was much younger and I had hair down my back. That was a little bit of a nightmare, but we won't talk about that. Yeah, that's a cool show. We watched that a lot. Pretty much. Not all the time. Usually on a Saturday when we're just relaxing, that's a nice show to watch. So, okay, let's go on to the next question. Netflix or YouTube? When I found this question and wrote it down, that one's a hard one because I love Netflix and I love YouTube, but I think I would choose YouTube. Um, Particularly because of this, and do these live streams, of course. And I think you can find just about anything on YouTube. You can learn just about anything. You can be entertained by just about anything. So yeah, I think I would choose YouTube. You You sit outside at dusk and watch the bats. Really, Paula? Wow. That's interesting. Do you have a lot of bats where you live? I guess you must if it's a thing you do. Paula says YouTube. Yeah, me too. Me too. And Crystal says YouTube because it's free and also they have free movies to watch. That's true. That's very true. I don't think that I've watched very many, if any, movies on YouTube. Um, so I'll have to check into that. I didn't realize that they had their full movies for free. That's cool. That's awesome. So we're all in agreement. YouTube. And I think I'll go on to the next question. Cake or pie? And what is your favorite kind? So I think mine would be, and this is kind of a new thing for me. I didn't used to be so much into pies, but now I would pick pies, um, mainly because of the crust. Um, I like pie crust, and there's so many different things you can fill a pie with. So, hey Amanda, how are you doing? Hands down pie. What is your favorite kind of pie? I think my favorite pie right now would have to be cherry pie, especially if it's warm pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. Oh, that's so good. And like I need it, right? But it's really, really good. Sometimes I can't resist. I actually texted my husband the other day when he was at the store, and because I had said we can't have any more sweets in the house. We just can't have them in the house because I eat them and I don't need that kind of sugar and those calories trying to lose weight. But I texted him the other day, you have to get a cherry pie or I'm going to eat everything in this house. I was craving cherry pie so bad. So, oh, coconut cream. I love coconut. Yeah, that's a good pie for sure. Oh, okay. So Crystal's put up a link for YouTube movies and TV shows. She says if you click the free to watch with ads, there are tons of movies for free. Well, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I'll check that out for sure. Definitely. Hey, Crystal, would you mind putting up my Facebook group link, please? If you wouldn't mind, if you have a minute. Um, and Amanda says, I agree. If it's in the house, I'll eat it all. Me too. And believe me, I got a big chunk of that cherry pie. Paula says apple pie or chicken and mushroom pie. See, there you go. It can be sweet or it can be savory. I've never had a chicken and mushroom pie. I have to find a recipe for that. That sounds really good. Really good. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the next question. What's the most beautiful place you've ever been? The most beautiful place I've ever been is at the Atlantic Ocean side of Florida, at the beach. Um, the crashing of the waves is so loud, and it just goes on forever. It seems into the horizon. Um, Yeah, that's the most beautiful place I've been. I lived there, like I'm sure you know, for a long time before I moved back to Missouri. Um, and the sad thing is, like with anything, when you can do it all the time, you don't necessarily do it. So I didn't go to the beach very much. Um, but when I did, yeah, that was the most beautiful. You just can't beat that, in my opinion. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate you putting that up. So, where is the most beautiful place you guys have been? And Crystal says the Grand Canyon. I've never been west of like Oklahoma, Kansas City, Texas border there. I've never been west of there. That's the farthest I've gone. And Amanda says, I've taken several trips to Biloxi, Mississippi, and I love it there. That's on the Gulf side. Yeah. I've been through Mississippi. Driving, and I actually took a bus one time, but I've never really explored. I would like to do that sometimes. I think, um, aren't there a lot of casinos there, or is that in Alabama? It's either Alabama or Mississippi, um, Biloxi, that has like casino tours or something. I had a neighbor when I lived in Florida that would go quite often with friends, and that they would take a bus, a, some sort of tour bus up there, and tour around there. So Paula says on top of a castle in Cornwall. Oh my goodness. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Like, what was your view? Was it all just like green, or was it like forests, or could you see, a body of water there? You have to let me know because I don't know a lot about the UK as far as landscape and that sort of thing goes. And Amanda says yes, she was on the Gulf side. Yep. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next question. What reality TV show do you secretly enjoy? What reality TV show do you secretly enjoy? Um, I okay, hurry back, Crystal. Um, I like my big fat American Gypsy wedding reality TV show. And I like it because I'm interested in different lifestyles. Um, and I love the dresses. I mean, it's not these dresses that they wear to their weddings I would never wear, but the colors and the bling and the ruffles are so pretty and interesting to me. So I guess you call that my guilty pleasure. What about you? What reality TV show do you secretly enjoy? Okay, so that castle was on the coast, but castles are nearly all high ground, about 3 to 4 thousand castles in the UK. I bet there are. I bet there are. This darn fly will not leave me alone. Okay, so I have 5 watching right now. There's somebody that hasn't said hello. Be sure to say hi in the chat when you come in and give this video a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. And I was showing Amanda, I don't think that you were here yet, the newest stitch markers that I've made. We've got some ladybugs, and then we have the pumpkin and the acorn. And of course, everybody just loves the bumblebee. And then we have the sprout and the strawberry. If anybody is interested in those, just go ahead and shoot me an email. It's in the description box below. Amanda says, I used to watch The Bachelor, but I don't anymore. I do like those HGTV homes, like Reno shows. Yeah, like, what was it? With Chip and Joanna Gaines, Fixer Upper. And then there's like Flipping Las Vegas. And have you ever watched the show Homestead Rescue, where they go into these homesteads that are usually off grid, that are in trouble, and just remake the whole thing? Love that one. Oh, thank you. You like the strawberry one. That is actually the very first polymer clay charm that I made, was strawberry. So thank you. I appreciate that. And you also like Property Brothers. Yeah, that's a good show. Watch that too. Do you have one, Paula? Reality show that you like to watch? Okay, I'm going to go on to the next question. And we're getting close to the end, so it won't be long before I'll be wrapping up. This will be a short one today. What is your favorite holiday and why? Amanda says, I'm always getting strawberry slushes from Sonic. Yeah, those are good, aren't they? Oh my gosh. Those are excellent. So my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. And the reason for that is because families get together and have good food, of course. But there's no stress and pressure like there is at Christmas, to spend a lot of money and to buy presents for everybody. It's just very relaxed, and that's just kind of reminds me of home, Thanksgiving. So that's my favorite. What about you all? Favorite holiday and why? I mean, I love Christmas, don't get me wrong. I especially love the Christmas tree, and I like getting presents too. But there's just not that pressure on Thanksgiving. So your favorite holiday is Thanksgiving also, Amanda. Yeah. Why is that? Do you have a reason for that? And Paula says, Christmas, it's when family all get together. Yes. Paula says, well, it's a time to remember what to be thankful for and be grateful for what you have. That's true. When my kids were growing up, we used to go around the table and say one thing that we were thankful for. I think I'm going to restart that tradition. Yeah, I think I am. Because that's very important. Thanks for the reminder, Amanda. That's really good. That's really good. Okay, and the last question is, what show did you binge watch last? What's the last show that you binge watched? And for me, that's Downton Abbey. Have you seen that show, Paula? Downton Abbey. Um, and Amanda says Hannah on Prime. I don't think I've heard of that one. And Paula says rewatched all of Doctor Who. Nice. And Amanda says she's seen it and love it. You're talking about Downton Abbey? Yeah. It's about the different lives of those in service to the it's not royalty, but he's an earl and it's his home and his family, and it shows the lives, how different they are, the ones in service and the ones in the upper crust of the hierarchy. I find that really, really interesting, and they've done it so well. There's 6 seasons. I finished all of them and then just started back at the beginning because it was so good. So let's see. They put out a movie out recently also. Downton Abbey has a movie? Oh, where can I find that? I've got to watch it. Do you know where I can find that, Amanda? And Paula says my sister wants to go to the house it was filmed in. Oh, nice. Yeah, I would too. I would too. I'm guessing that okay, so Amanda says check Prime. Okay, I will. And is it called Downton Abbey? Welcome back, Crystal. We're just about ready to wrap things up. We're going to make this a short one today. The last question I asked was, what show did you binge watch last? What is the last show that you binge watched? Hey, and Paula, how far away from you or your sister is the house that it was filmed in? I would love to see that too. And Paula says it's open to the public, but the inside was a film set, I think, not the house. Yeah, a lot of shows are like that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm dating myself with this one, but I don't know if anybody remembers the show Dallas. Um, Hi, Brenda. Welcome in. We're just getting ready to wrap things up here shortly. So you're coming in on the tail end. This is just a short one today. And you just won my giveaway, didn't you? I think you did. That's exciting. I have some videos coming out that are hauls or unboxings, unbaggings. And I'm getting ready to film an Amazon unboxing too. And those will be coming up in the next week or so. Let's see. Crystal says, the last show I binge watched was The Expanse on Prime. I think I've seen the advertisements for that, or the how they highlight different shows and movies. I think I've seen that one. Just a little bit. I haven't watched very much at all. Yeah, I'll be getting that out this weekend, Brenda, on Saturday. So, and I'm going to show my stitch markers just one more time for Brenda who just came in. We have a strawberry and a bumblebee. Everybody loves the bumblebee. And the sprout. We have the ladybugs. One just sitting, and then we have, this one's in flight with the wings open. And then we have the acorn and the pumpkin. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you like any of them, go ahead and send me an email. All the information's in the description box below. And I'll be happy to tell you about them. I appreciate that, Brenda. So that castle's about a 4-hour drive away. Oh, you have to make a whole day of it. That would be nice. That would be really nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm so glad that you all joined me. It was a small group today, but that's just fine. I enjoyed myself, and I hope that you did too. And be sure to check out all the links in the description box below this video. And I will see you all in my next video. You have a blessed day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.